What's up, everyone? Today's a real quick update on the 71 GS project, and unfortunately we found some rot that I was not anticipating, and I was kind of worried there for a hot minute, but we'll get to that in a second. So first thing I did was get this frame ready to roll underneath the GS. This is actually a frame that was sent up. It was like about 2/3 of a Skylark that was sent up by Mike. So big shout out to Mike Vaca, who really hooked us up. This is all I really did was get the wheels so that they turned at the same time, because otherwise it's like fighting a wet noodle. It was frustrating. We did throw the 8.2 rear end in the back of here. Right now I still need to throw springs so it's not just resting on the axle, because that's no bueno, especially when you throw an entire body on it. But just there to roll things around. We'll throw springs underneath it and life will be good. We do have an 8.5 rear end in the basement. It doesn't have the gear ratio I want, but it will do a lot better than this, and eventually we'll upgrade it with something a lot more beefy. But all good things come to those who wait. Over here we have the body mounts. I ordered these a couple days ago. They were like $240, but all polyurethane. I was trying to get a set of black ones, but I had to settle for the red ones. But no one will ever see them, and it's a red car, so yeah. Very excited about this. This is going to be a massive upgrade, not only on the tattered ones that are there now, but over stock, and not as stiff as aluminum ones, which cause damage to the frame if you're using it, frame and body, if you're using the car as a daily, which we're planning on doing. Huge thank you to Andy, who sent us up this awesome right, left, and center floor pan. Not only was it right, left, and center floor pan, but look at that, guys. We have the actual bracing, or the bracketry that hook the body to the frame. And as you can see, this was much needed. So not only do we have that, but we also have the brackets to hold the fuel tanks in place, which we'll have to order a new one of those because mine's junk. But big thank you to him. This is huge. Now, unfortunately, the damage from the rust didn't just end at the frame. As you can see, this is no bueno. Fortunately, the bumper looks like it's in pretty good shape. We'll get this cleaned up and ready to go back on, but yeah, that bracket's pretty rough too. I know where there's one that might have a decent bracket, so we'll go to the salvage yard for hopefully what will be the solution to that. If we come over to here, this is actually where we encountered something that was not good at all. And as you can see, there's the inner quarter panel, that right there. We'll have to deal with that another day. The quarter panel itself, we'll have to deal with that another day. But structural things are where we're focusing now. And unfortunately, the rear crossbar, as you can see, where is it? There it is. This was one of the body mounts for the rear cross on the passenger side. Still had to kind of deal with it a little bit. It did end up cutting it out because it's already pretty much rotten right there, so we're gonna have to repair that. I cut the frame because I mean, not that I'm really worried about the frame at this point, but yeah, we have a serious problem. If you guys that are GM A-body guys probably notice one thing out of a 71. This doesn't look like a 71 crossbar. The rear crossbar in a 71 Chevelle kind of has more of a different type of slope. Nothing like this at all. And unfortunately, I couldn't find anybody who sold a 1971 Buick rear crossbar. Not AMD, not nobody, not year one, nobody. So I spent quite a bit of time today looking for an alternative, and I actually found Sherman makes a 707-76 RC rear crossbar for 68 to 69 GM A-bodies. Now, this is obviously not the right year for that, but the dimensions, as far as what I was able to call them up, seems like it will fit without any problem whatsoever. I put the order in. It'll be here Friday. Weather permitting, we'll get this one taken out and the new one installed. If it fits, I'll let you guys know. If it doesn't, I'll let you guys know, so that if anyone else has the same problem as me, your 1971, 72 Buick GS, Skylark, GSX. I don't know any of the other ones, the Oldsmobile or the Pontiacs, but Buick, if you have the same issue, at least you'll know if this will or will not solve this horrible problem. I mean, it is just absolutely gone. But the measurements seem right, and if we actually pull up a zoomed in version of it, and we zoom in even more, our holes are the same exact holes going right there. The indents are the same. You have holes in the same spots in every single spot. You even have the same type of mounting system. Now, this one's actually a lot more solid down here. And then when we replace this piece down the road, we'll just have to re-drill out the plug welds I'm going to put into it. But I'm going to be here for a little bit, drilling out all our spot welds to get this thing to come together. I was not expecting that, and it kind of derailed a few things. So once we get this all together, we're going to be in a lot better shape. We'll see how much the weather cooperates Friday. If not, what we'll end up doing is just replacing the frame underneath it, and we'll just do the repair after the frame is there. It's not ideal, but we don't have a rotisserie, we don't have a garage, we work with what we have, and you know, I'm very grateful for the generosity of you guys for hooking us up to get this thing back together. This is a car that I absolutely love. So that's my update for today. We have a lot going on this weekend. Whether or not we're able to do the repair or the restoration, no repairs on this car, only restorations. So when we do panel repairs, instead of doing the little flap to do it, we'll actually do the restoration where we take the time and do the welds, grind her out, make her perfect. It's not the most fun, but it'll definitely give us a much better end product. I would love this thing to be a frame off rotisserie restoration, but we work with what we got. And we'll have updates on this very soon too. And we come up front, we do need to steel these brackets because we are going to put the 70 parts back on until I can get all of the parts for the 71. We have a bumper, but we don't have anything else. This right here is something that we are going to have to deal with pretty much as soon as this is on the new frame. It's ugly, but we'll go ahead and just patch it so that it looks like there was nothing ever there. We'll deal with running heat and cooling down the road. Right now it's more, I want to be able to see this on the road. We will have to put an order in for inner panels, and we'll have to, or inner fenders rather. We need to buy the inner fenders. As you can see, the fenders that were on it, or the inner fenders that were on it, totally rotten, totally gone. So we'll have to do that. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and put the original fenders back on it, original doors back on it. But yeah, and we'll have to knock out this damage. That's all I have for you today. Very quick episode. So yeah, Saturday we're getting the replacement frame underneath it. I don't know about you, but I am stoked. So until the next time, guys, remember, keep your shiny side up, and God bless.